Hey everybody, watch this review here in the merry month of October. You know what that means, Halloween. I'm going to do a whole month of villains and monsters in honor of my most favorite holidays. And it's going to start with Ares from the DC Universe Classic series, Wave 4. That was the Despero Build-A-Figure series, I believe. And yeah, I'm going to try something different as well. Previously I've been uploading overnight, and then I'd have like no details, I'd have no annotations and stuff. But then I recently noticed you can upload and you can have the file private, so I'm going to probably just upload everything private, then toss in my details, toss my annotations, get all that good stuff in there, and then make it public. I don't know if that'll affect like how it pops up on people's screens. Like when somebody uploads a video, I think it'll show up as like a new video, but I don't know if when a video becomes public, if it'll show up as new video. But anyway, I paid about I think it was $7.10, then a few bucks shipping and handling, got him, bundled him with a bunch of other stuff, bought him loose, so there are minor defects, but for people not familiar with him, he's just a standard mythological god character, whereas they basically took a old legend, tossed into their continuity, kind of like how Marvel did with a bunch of their Olympians, and of course the Norse, the Asgardians. But I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, because I respect my viewers too much and so forth. I got him mostly just so I could have somebody to face off with Kratos on my shelf. Just because, I mean, I know he looks nothing like the Ares from the God of War series, but I just thought it'd be cool to have an Ares to face off. Now, he's actually primarily a Wonder Woman villain, as are pretty much any god or mythological figure, because the Wonder Woman series is pretty mythologically oriented. The sword's a little bent. Comes with two accessories, his sword and axe. He of course would have come with a Despero piece, but buying him loose, I didn't get that. He's got a very nice looking sculpt and everything. You know, usually the DC sculpts look like crap and stuff, but also because I bought him loose, the leg's a bit loose, so I can get him to stand perfect if I like pose him like that, but he'll have a tendency to like branch out like this. So yeah, first off, there's just like one little minor thing that irks me about this. It's the fact you can't see his eyes. Not at all. The helmet position's too low on his face. I mean, the eyes are there if you peel back the helmet a bit and they're red. Oh, by the way, there are two versions of Ares between the DC continuity. Apparently there's a human-looking dude and the metal armored guy I got here. I don't think the human-looking version of him ever really came out in figure form, but I could be wrong. But yeah, in terms of articulation, you've got the standard wrist. Look at that wrist go. Go, wrist, go. You see, even got a little skull thing here, too. Check that out. Awesome! So very awesome. And it lines out the knuckles. I love the amount of detail in this figure. I mean, it's so unlike the other Universe Classics. He's also got a whole line of skulls underneath there. I mean, honestly, as I already stated, didn't really see him much in the comics or something, because I never got into Wonder Woman. The only time I experienced anything Wonder Woman was either in the cartoon or the live-action series from way back when, but of course I don't think he actually appeared in the live-action series. But yeah, single joint elbow. It's a big pin joint, very visible. Bicep joint. It's a rotator. Shoulder joint. It's a ball joint, but seriously impeded by the arm. What the hell is that called? Shoulder plate. Head'll move a little bit, but it's impeded by the cape, which is this kick-ass little pinion or brooch or anything. He's a paint defect back here. I don't know if it's glue or what, but detracts, but he's got his hoplite helm on. Helm does not come off. I've tried, but it doesn't. I mean, I could probably force it, but I'm worried that the head might just snap off instead, so I've never really pushed the point. Cape will move a little bit, but it's kind of glued in there. I've also got a little orange-green defect, but it's a nice looking, I mean, it's an okay looking cape. I mean, it's kind of cheap compared to some of the other ones that they've put out. just because it, although I guess it does have the same, all of them have like this little patch here, but for some reason it looks like the texturing looks a little different from the other ones I have, namely the Superman and so forth. Again, here's a closer look at the axe. Not a terribly exciting axe. No waist movement, or actually really limited waist movement. Sorry, I just couldn't get it to move before. Ab/diaphragm joint, but impeded by the cape and basically everything else. He actually has a little detail on the side here if you can't see it. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. His skirt or tassets or whatever you'll call it will impedes the leg movement a little bit. You can't really move this thing that much either. It's sort of connected to the waist, probably glued in. The leg will do like some standard movement. I assume it's probably a usual split joint because that's what Mattel always goes with. Thigh will do the usual 360. Single joint knee again, but it's really well hidden because of the kick-ass shin guards. But as a result of the shin guards, you don't have a movement down the calf. Well, I don't think a lot of them usually have calf movement, but could be wrong. Then you've got the single point of articulation at the ankle/foot. All in all, just a really kick-ass looking figure. I mean, they could have done more with him, but you know, it's a good break from their usual just recycling the molds for half their figures. But I mean, that's what's really cool about the villains in line, because typically the villains get the unique sculpts, whereas the heroes just get a more general look. Their heroes usually look kind of generic. So let's get little skulls behind that in place. But yeah, I like him. I display him. I just don't like the fact that the leg is loose. So other than that, really kick-ass figure. If anybody's looking for anything to go with Kratos or what have you,